is what it's all about right here. They were just asking me at the Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters just interviewed me.
That's how you know you didn't come up.
Right, exactly. And they said, what makes this this journey so meaningful to you? And I said, it's about the fans. And actually getting that love, that hug, that kiss, that handshake makes me feel good to give love and to receive love. I said, if we had more of that in this world, we would be a lot better off. But this is what it's all about right here. I feel it. I feel the energy. It feels so good! Baby, baby!
Hey, the floor is yours.
Oh, the floor is mine? Oh. Baby, 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 baby. So I can do whatever up here. What'd you say? Right. Oh, no. That's it. It's always G-rated with me. So you don't have to worry. Unless it's a movie that I'm playing. If I'm playing a role, then of course it's, you know, you got to look out, maybe see if it's R-rated or something like that. But when it's all about me, it's always G-rated because I'm a role model and I accept that. So that's the only way you're going to get it with me. That's it. And I didn't do it for the applause. I really did not. But it felt good to hear it. Do we have any questions? Where's Brooker? Is he coming?
He'll be coming in a few minutes.
He's coming in a minute? All right. So I can get mine out the way right now, because you already know how he's coming in. He's going to bum rush his way through here. Get out of the way. Get out of here. All right. Yes, sir, you.
I had a question.
Yes, sir.
During The Blind Side, what was it like to be in an Oscar-nominated movie, and were you surprised?
You know what? It was, his question is, what was it like to be in an Oscar-nominated movie such as The Blind Side? It was ironic because the character, it was like my name. The character that I played was similar to a lot of the people I encountered growing up in the inner city. That whole life that you saw in Hurt Village, that's the type of life that I lived until I was 18, and I was blessed. Through God's blessings, I was able to get out of there, go to the University of Georgia, play Division I football. Go Dogs! Tickle! But you're starting something. I know we're in South Carolina. We got some. Yeah? We're outnumbered. So the fact that I was playing that role, it was like everything had come full circle. And it made me think that this was all, everything that I went through in the projects was for a reason. It was like God was like, I'm going to allow you to go through this so that you can be prepared to play this role. I felt like that entire 32, 33 years of my life was to set me up for that role in The Blind Side. And it was so special for me because it was Sandra Bullock. It was Sandy. Officer Sandy. She's such a sweetheart, everybody. I mean, not just outside, inside and outside. She's a great person. When we finished shooting the scene where she told me about her being a part of the NRA, you remember that scene where she was like, she carries her 22 and all that stuff? I felt somebody touch me on the shoulder. I was talking to some of the extras, and I felt the hand touch me on my right shoulder, and I turned around, I was like, yeah, and it was Sandy. She could have gone right back to her trailer, but she chose to take that time to come over to me to tell me how proud of me she was. And I thought that was so special because normally big stars, they may not take the time out to do something. I can't say normally, but my impression was, before I actually got immersed into the business, was that they didn't take that time, they go back to their trailer. But for her to take that time out, that says a lot about her character and who she is as a person. So that was very special. And then, right after that, the executive producers of Alka Entertainment, they saw what I had done on the set, and they were like, look, we have you in mind for another role. So it just kind of turned into another role just like that, in The Lottery Ticket, with Ice Cube and Bow Wow. So it was all about, I was like, oh, so that's how that networking thing goes. All right, good. So this is how you do it. So it was special.
So how'd you go from that to Walking Dead?
Man, okay, after The Blind Side, Robin asks, How did I go from The Blind Side to The Walking Dead? I booked several roles after The Blind Side. That is what opened the door for me. So I was constantly working. One Tree Hill, Nicolas Cage, Seeking Justice, Lottery Ticket, like I said, so many other projects I had done. And my agent called me and said, "Are you interested in playing in a zombie TV show?" Zombies? As a kid, see, my mother would take us to watch scary movies, and I was 4 and 5 years old, and it had a major effect on my psyche. I'm serious. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, all those movies, I was traumatized. So I was like, I don't really know about being in a zombie show. He said, Frank Darabont and Gail Lynn Hurd, they're executive producers. I was like, where are the sides? Where's the script? The sides of the audition, you know, that's the audition piece. So I looked at the sides and I auditioned one way because the name T-Dog implies T-Dog. T-Dog. So I played T-Dog that way. And Frank Darabont was like, well, no, I don't like it like, he said, just try it this way, just play it straight for me. So I straightened him up a little bit and played him the regular way, and he liked that, and next day, I think he was like, you booked the role. Yeah, so that's how it happened. Oh, you can let it out. All right, any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
Was The Walking Dead one of your favorite shows that you filmed?
It was the best. I had the best time of my career with The Walking Dead. It's my favorite show. It's my favorite show on TV ever. The Blind Side is my second best movie, next to Rocky. Okay. Yo, Adrian! I can't get that scream though. So you know, it's really, it's a great feeling to have been a part of both my favorite TV show and one of my favorite movies. It's a true blessing, you know? And my job, I think, as an individual, as a person, is to listen and obey. Some people refer to it as the conscience, you know. I refer to it as God. God is like, I have to always listen and obey. And if I continue to do that, because God speaks to us through many different sources, many different people, many different things. I try to, if I see a little bug walk in here, I try to figure out what the message is. If I walk by this table and I hit my knee on it, I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? Seriously, like, I'm like that now, like, what did I do to deserve that? I need to figure it out. Oh, I probably didn't speak to that person when I walked past. I don't know. Any little thing like that. So, but I think the job for me as an individual is to listen and obey, always follow my heart, and then good things will happen. And I think that is what has happened with me and my career thus far. Next question.